There is a deadline most people have never heard of, July 24th, 2026. After that date, 10 products that you probably own or were planning to buy this year are going to cost you significantly more. Not a little more, 25% more. And the thing that gets me is, this is not a secret. The date is in a public executive order. The products are on a public list. The price increases are already being scheduled by companies right now, this week. Nobody told you. I want to fix that today. To understand why this is happening, I need to take you back 1 year. April 2nd, 2025. Trump stood in the Rose Garden and announced the biggest set of American tariffs in nearly a century. He called it Liberation Day. Now, I am not here to talk politics. I genuinely do not care which side of this you are on. That is not the point. The point is what happened next. Because what happened next is going to cost your household $1,500 this year. And most people have no idea. When those tariffs hit, companies that import products from China, Vietnam, South Korea, Europe, they suddenly had tax bills they had never budgeted for. So what did they do? They absorbed the cost, quietly. They took the hit on their profit margins and kept prices mostly the same, hoping the tariffs would go away. And for a while, it looked like they might. In February this year, the Supreme Court struck down the biggest portion of the tariffs, ruled them illegal. The government had collected $166 billion from American businesses that it technically never had the right to collect. But here is where it gets interesting. Trump did not back down. Within hours of that ruling, he announced a new tariff, 10%, on virtually every country in the world under a different law. And that tariff has a specific end date built into it, July 24th, 2026. 150 days from now. And the companies that have been quietly absorbing costs for the past year, they are done absorbing. JPMorgan put out a research note in January saying the consumer share of tariff costs was about to rise from 20% to 80%. That means the pain that corporations took on in 2025 is now coming for your wallet in 2026. The next 90 days are a window, a real window, where you can still buy certain things before the full weight of these increases lands. I am going to tell you exactly what those things are. But first, I want to ask you something. Why did nobody tell you this? Think about it. This information is public. It is in federal documents. It is in JPMorgan research reports. Goldman Sachs has written about it. The Tax Foundation has calculated the exact household impact down to the dollar. And yet, when did you last see a news segment that said, here are the 10 specific products getting more expensive. Here's the exact date. Here's what to do about it before the window closes. You did not, because that segment does not benefit the people who buy advertising on those networks. What benefits them is keeping you watching tomorrow and the day after and the day after that, not giving you the information once and letting you act on it. That is the gap this channel exists to close. Here are the 10 products. Number 10. Washing machines and dryers. 25% tariffs on units from South Korea and China. The average American replaces one of these every 10 years. If you are anywhere within 2 years of needing to replace yours, buy now. The math is simple. The price increase on a mid-range unit is already projected at $150 to $200. Number 9. Tires. Steel tariffs and Chinese manufacturing tariffs stack on each other here. A full set of 4 mid-range tires is on track to cost $40 to $60 more per set by the third quarter of this year. Not dramatic on its own, but if you are already overdue for new tires, this is the week to schedule it. Number 8. Furniture. Specifically sofas, dining sets, bed frames. Vietnam and China are the 2 largest furniture manufacturers in the world. Both face significant tariff exposure. A sofa that costs $900 today is projected to hit $1,100 by fall. If you have been putting off furnishing a room, stop putting it off. Number 7. Solar panels and home battery storage. If you have been considering solar, this is genuinely the last good window before costs increase further. Installation prices in 2025 already went up 15%. The equipment cost is going up again. Number 6. Laptops. Specifically the $400 to $900 range. This is the segment hit hardest. Premium laptops above $1,200 have more margin to absorb costs. Budget and mid-range machines do not. If you need a new laptop this year, a student going to college, a home office upgrade, anything, the next 60 days are the window. Number 5. Auto parts. This one affects almost everyone. 25% tariffs on imported auto parts means your next brake job, suspension repair, or exhaust replacement is going to cost more at every mechanic in the country. If your car needs work and you have been delaying it, do not delay it past spring. Number 4. Smartphones. Apple and Samsung absorbed the pain in 2025. Their new models dropping in fall 2026 are going to reflect the new cost reality. If you are within 6 months of an upgrade, do it before the fall release cycle. Number 3. Refrigerators and major kitchen appliances. Steel and aluminum tariffs feed directly into appliance manufacturing costs. The $700 to $1,500 refrigerator range is seeing the biggest dollar value increases, somewhere between $50 and $120 per unit, depending on the brand. Number 2. Televisions. Specifically screens above 55 inches made in China. The wholesale price gap between this year's models and next year's models is already visible in industry pricing data. Retailers are sitting on current inventory at current prices. That inventory will not last through summer. And number 1. New cars. This is the one that matters most. 25% tariffs on imported vehicles. The average new car price is already projected to increase by $3,000 to $5,000 before the end of 2026. $3,000 to $5,000. If you are within 3 years of buying a vehicle, new or used, because used prices follow new prices, the window you are in right now is the best pricing environment you are going to see for a long time. I want to come back to the question I asked earlier. Why did nobody tell you this? Here is the honest answer. If you know a television is going to cost 30% more in 60 days, you buy it today. The retailer makes one sale. If you do not know, you might buy it today anyway. Or you might buy it in 6 months at the higher price. Either way, they make one sale. But the second one is significantly more profitable for them. Retailers have no incentive to advertise their own upcoming price increases. Financial media has no incentive to run a segment that sends you to buy things immediately and stops you from watching tomorrow. And the companies raising prices definitely have no incentive to give you a 90-day warning. The incentive structure of every single player in this system points away from telling you what I just told you. That is not a conspiracy. That is just how markets work. Information flows toward the people it benefits. And in this case, you are not the person it was designed to benefit. July 24th, 2026. Write that date down. $1,500 per household. Documented. Calculated by people with no political stake in the outcome. Built into the price schedule of 10 products most Americans were already planning to buy this year. The window is open right now. In 90 days, it starts closing. If this was useful, share it. Not for me. Share it because someone you know is about to buy a car, or a laptop, or a washing machine, and they have no idea that waiting 3 months is going to cost them money they did not have to spend. Subscribe if you want to keep getting this, because next week I am going to show you something that will change how you walk through a supermarket for the rest of your life. Every layout decision, every product placement, every shelf height, all of it is designed to make you spend more than you planned. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. I'll see you then.